Your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Michael Coates.
Getting awfully chilly once again tonight. Temperatures are going to be sliding back towards that freezing mark, just not as cold as what we saw earlier this morning when we were into the teens and 20s to get your Friday morning going. But now we're into the 47 mark in Idaho Falls. No wind at this hour, and we have a frost advisory and a freeze warning for the Snake River Plain. We're going to be looking at temperatures tonight, again, flirting with freezing in the lower plain and at or below that freezing mark, at least for the upper Snake River Plain. And high pressure building in, clear conditions. We had a few clouds up here in Montana, and that's going to be brushing off North Dakota, but a nice strong ridge of high pressure that's going to be entrenched over the west for the next couple of days. There is a hint of some moisture coming up from the subtropics as we get towards the later half of next week. But at least for the next 5 to 6 days, we're sitting with a pretty benign weather pattern here, with winds relaxing to calm levels, nice conditions for the weekend, and there will be some storminess in the neighborhood, but it's all going to be to the east. And I want to zoom out and show you Vipercast, because I know we got a lot of folks that drive up to the oil fields of North Dakota and far eastern Montana. For the next couple of days, though, they're going to get hit with some strong winds. There is a cold front coming out of Canada here. Now, it's going to brush by eastern Idaho and western Wyoming, and by tomorrow afternoon, we're sitting with some sunshine, but that cold front's focusing most of its energy through Montana and Wyoming, making for a bit of a windy drive on I-90 and I-94. What you're expecting to see here locally, yeah, sunshine, a bit of a breeze for the afternoon, and this is continuing into Sunday. Look to the south, though, for Sunday afternoon. You do start to see some thunderstorms popping around the Four Corners states. We're going to suppress most of that stuff around Salt Lake City southward, but by the later half of the week, we are going to start to see this stuff rotate back in. For the next couple of days, we are sitting with some nice temperatures, but it's going to be cold overnight. We're hitting 25 in Stanley, 36 in Salmon, and 31 in Idaho Falls. 27 for Driggs and 26 in Island Park. Rexburg, you're at 29 tonight, and back into the mid-30s for Pocatello. That's why Pocatello's into our frost advisory. We're flirting with freezing. We're into those mid-30s. 29 for Montpelier, 30 for Afton. Temperatures tomorrow, we're going to come back here, and we're looking at temperatures warming. We were into the upper 60s today. We're into the upper 70s tomorrow. Nice 10-degree lurch northward. 79 for Pocatello here for the high tomorrow. 76 in Idaho Falls. Lower 70s in St. Anthony. And 69 for Driggs, 73 for Rexburg, 76 in Arco. Upper 70s for Challis and the lower 70s in Stanley. 8-day forecast. Check out this weekend. It's marvelous here as we're sitting with highs here into the mid to upper 70s. We'll carry in warmer conditions into next week with highs in around 80 degrees. Then we bring in the sunshine. Now there's the thunderclouds I mentioned getting into next week. Just a slight chance at this point, way off in the distance around Thursday and Friday, but you'll see temperatures taking a hit going into next weekend. For the next couple of days around Pocatello, great conditions for the weekend. 79 for Saturday and Sunday, 81 on Monday with plenty of sunshine. Then we're dropping the temperatures back into the mid-70s by Friday of next week. Rexburg, 8-day forecast here. You'll notice highs into the lower to mid-70s. Of course, a bit cooler in the upper valley compared to Pocatello and Idaho Falls, but nonetheless, nice. 78 for Monday afternoon, 80 for Tuesday, and then we're sitting with some somewhat stormy conditions by Thursday and Friday. Blackfoot also looking at highs here at 77 for Saturday and 77 on Sunday. Highs around 80 for Monday. Carry in nice conditions for much of the work week. On the back half of the week, we could hit a couple storms. Jackson looking at highs around 65 for Saturday, 68 on Sunday. And even in Jackson, temperatures are going to be great for this time of the year. A bit crisp, but I think we're sitting with some wonderful conditions if you want to do a little window shopping in Town Square. Island Park, going into the high country, you're sitting with the lower 60s here for Saturday, mid to upper 60s on Sunday. Cool conditions here for Saturday, and then back into the lower 70s for Monday and Tuesday. That's warm for Island Park this time of the year. Salmon, also sitting with some nice conditions, except Salmon will carry in some freezing temperatures overnight, once again into Sunday morning and Monday morning. It's very hard to have a garden in salmon, but you're going to be looking at some nice conditions once we get past, again, the freezing conditions tonight through tomorrow morning. And if your garden survived, mine pretty much didn't, and I'm okay with that. I got a good use out of my garden this summer. My corn survived. I think my corn's going to be okay, but everything else
died off.
And left with a lot of zucchini and squash I got to pick now.
So you think it'll be a nice weekend maybe? I think at the higher elevations, leaves are probably changing. I haven't been up there.
They're starting to change already, and I've also seen some of the trees around Warm River, Ashton, also back through Teton County, Swandout. They're just starting to change here. They're starting to get some color.
All right, thank you, Michael. Well, it seems like all the focus in schools nowadays is on math and science, but in our next story, we'll show you that the arts